Good morning, St. Francis, and good morning, people of God. It is Thursday, the 18th day of August, 2022, Thursday of the 20th week in Ordinary Time, the 20th week of the year. It is another glorious morning here on the campus of the Franciscan School as we begin day 2 of our academic year. Wanting to draw your attention to the great rock that is painted again and again and again as we go through the school year. This year, however, it was honored with a likeness of me, as you can see, a beautiful likeness, a remarkable likeness, I will say. Okay, the first time that I have appeared on the rock, I am very humbled and happy. But this is our rock. Greeting everybody for another wonderful year. Come around this way. Let's see. Come around this way. There's some pencils and a pen. And then if you come over here, I think because this was done during Shark Week. So we have, oops, wait, there we go. Have a great year, TFS. So there we go. So as we begin, it is morning drop off. Cars are arriving. Whoops, almost fell. Cars are arriving with our students to be able to, everyone's lining up for the drop off, which will begin in a few minutes. So on this Thursday of the 28th week of the year, we continue with Ezekiel. We hear the second half of Ezekiel's prophecy that we also hear at the Easter Vigil. The last reading of the 7 readings in the Easter Vigil is again about God saying that he is going to fix everything that Israel's infidelity and its disobedience and its offenses, or whatever it is, have caused it. Because basically the infidelity against God is one thing, but again the punishments that Israel has inflicted upon itself by being thrown into exile and losing the temple and losing everything that made Judaism, God is going to change and save and redeem and make new again. And again, God repeats in that last line, that famous line, "You will be my people and I will be your God." And again, a God who takes away stony hearts and makes them into more pliable, open and loving hearts. And God will wash them with clean water and cure their wounds and heal them and everything. Again, a God who does not want people to suffer, a God who recognizes that our mistakes make us what we are not meant to be and what God does not intend us to be. But God is the one, again, who can transform all of that. And Ezekiel's prophecy, which promises that God will do exactly that. It is paired today with Matthew's parable about the banquet that a king or some great landowner throws, and he invites people to it, and nobody wants to come. And so the king, in his anger, basically says, "Well, then go out to the byways and the highways and invite anybody who will come, who will listen to the summons, come to the summons." And again, everybody comes in, and except for that one gentleman who does not seem to have a wedding garment, and because it's a wedding feast. And so he asks the man, "Why do you not have a wedding garment?" And the man is silent. And then he is thrown out into the outer darkness, bound in chains with wailing and gnashing of teeth and things like that. Now, again, this seems to be, again, if the landowner, if the king or whatever it is God, that a God who is not very caring, compassionate, what have you. But it isn't that. Again, linking the guests, those who refuse to the Jewish people and those who, respond to the Christian people is not good either. It is about, again, God inviting and constantly inviting. The invitation always begins with God. The first impetus in faith begins with God. It is not us. As much as we might think that we can do wonderful and marvelous things to people to make them believe or to make ourselves believe, it is God who is always the source of that. But we have to know how to respond. We have to know why we're responding, and to go through the motions. Just showing up is never enough. We forget about that. Or just doing our devotions or our prayers is never enough. We have to be people who put into action what we believe and allow what we believe as action to transform the face of the earth. And may the Lord give you his peace.